ये कैमरून से फ्रांस कैसे गए हैं?
Don't come to France, don't come to Europe because they don't want you.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, गुड मॉर्निंग, नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल। तो भाई मैं हूँ इस वक्त जॉर्डन का कैपिटल जो है अमान में, और ये मेरे साथ हैं मिस्टर लॉइस फ्रॉम पेरिस। सो गाइस, आई एम गोना आस्क अ कपल ऑफ क्वेश्चंस अबाउट लाइफ ऑफ फ्रांस।
Exactly.
Right? So I asked him to give me some advices for those people which planning to go to Paris, and how's the life of Paris, and how he's surviving, how much he earning, what he do, those kind of questions, guys, we will ask him. And we will ask him if he have a friends like Indian, Pakistani or Bangladesh or somewhere like that. So represent yourself first. What is your good name?
Yes, so my name is Loic.
Okay.
I am 28. I'm from Paris.
Okay.
Actually, I was born in Cameroon. Cameroon is a Central Africa country.
Right.
And I moved to Paris when I was 5 years old with my mom. And since then, I've been living in France.
So how you went to Paris with your mom? You are not from, I mean, you are from Cameroon, so it's easy to go from Cameroon to Paris?
Yes, I'm going to give you a bit of a context for you to understand and for the viewers to understand.
Okay.
My family is actually from Cameroon, but due to the history of France and Africa, my grandfather had the French citizenship.
Right.
So my mom inherited from it, and me I inherited from it. So that's why we moved to Paris when my parents divorced. That's why.
Right. So your father was from France?
No, my father was from Cameroon.
Okay.
And he's still living in Cameroon.
Right.
And my mom was from Cameroon too. But my grandfather did the army, the French army.
Okay.
And when you join the French army, you get the citizenship before joining. So
Okay.
that's why I got the citizenship.
Right. So your grandfather was a citizen of France, so that's why it was easy for you to go there.
Exactly.
So let them to translate in Urdu.
Yes.
तो भाईजान ये कह रहे हैं कि ये कैमरून से फ्रांस कैसे गए हैं, क्योंकि इनके जो ग्रैंडफादर यानी इनके जो दादा थे वो आर्मी में थे, फ्रांस आर्मी में थे। तो इसलिए उनको वहाँ का रूल ये है कि जो बंदा वहाँ की आर्मी में जाता है, मिलिट्री में जाता है, फ़ौज में जाता है, तो उसको पहले वो लोग रेजिडेंसी देते हैं और उसके बाद वो ड्यूटी ज्वाइन करता है। तो इस तरह ये इनके लिए इजी था, क्योंकि इनके ग्रैंडफादर वहाँ के रेजिडेंट थे, तो इनका वहाँ जाना कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी। तो व्हेन यू वेंट देयर, सो योर ग्रैंडफादर वाज देयर?
No, my grandfather died actually very young.
Okay.
When he was 50.
So how you prove it he was your grandfather? And
no, it's because it's my legit transfer. You don't need to prove anything because we've got like just like in India or in France, when you're born, you have like who's your father, who's your mom and stuff. So in the papers in Cameroon,
okay.
it was rewritten, but I was the son of my mom, and my mom was the daughter of my father, my grandfather.
I mean, you guys still have Cameroon passport that time, right?
No, because it's forbidden in Cameroon to have dual citizenship.
No, I mean, okay, so your grandfather already prepared the documents of your mother as a French citizen?
For you to know, my grandfather was really ashamed of being a French citizen.
Okay.
So he hid it from all the family.
Right,
so it was
right.
only when he died, when they look at the papers, they see the French citizenship, the French passport. And after all, they did the paperwork in order to get the citizenship to get a better future in France.
Right.
But he was really ashamed of it.
Okay.
And I think it's understandable.
All right.
Because when he was 12, he was forced to leave his country, to live in Europe, due to colonization.
Okay.
And due to the desire of the European people to use like the brightest mind of Africa for their own aims and own goals.
राइट। तो भाई ये कह रहे हैं कि इनके जो ग्रैंडफादर थे वो अपनी ज़िंदगी में ही इनके लिए रास्ते जो हैं वो बना गए थे। कुछ पेपर्स जो हैं बेसिक जो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन थी वो ऑलरेडी डन थी, तो इनके लिए ज़्यादा मुश्किल नहीं, उसके बाद ये लोग वहाँ चले गए आसानी से। सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट योर लाइफ in France. So how you did study? I mean, how you get your study free or you pay for that, or how's the system of France?
Okay, well, generally speaking, the system of France is very good about education.
Right.
So meaning that from since you're young to the end of high school, anything.
Right.
So I graduated from high school with honors in scientific topics, and I didn't pay for anything.
Right.
And after all, in France, there is a system called prep school. You go there, you study 2 or 3 years to prepare for examination of higher studies in France, like the most prestigious universities. They are called Grande École in France. So I did that. I went to prep school for 3 years, which was free. And then after I joined the business school.
Normally, the study is free until high school. That's what you mean. And after that, you have to go through the exam for higher education.
Yes, but it's free. The rule is it's free until the end of high school, and after it depends on the topic you study.
Right.
For instance, if you want to become a doctor, it's free. If you want to become a lawyer, it's free. But if you want to go to business school are costly.
Right.
Because they are private school.
Right, so that's not a government school.
And exactly, that's not a normal school. But if you go to universities, you will pay like for administrative charges, like a few hundred euros, like maybe 600 or 600 euros for administrative fees, but you won't pay tuitions. It's free.
तो भाई इनका कहना ये है कि हाई स्कूल तक जो एजुकेशन है वो फ्री है। उसके बाद अगर आप वकील बनना चाहते हैं या डॉक्टर बनना चाहते हैं तो दैट विल बी फ्री ऑल्सो। अगर आप बिज़नेस या किसी दूसरे प्रोफेशन में जाना चाहते हैं तो उसको वहाँ कहते हैं बिज़नेस स्कूल, सो उसके लिए आपको पे करना पड़ता है व्हाटएवर। ओके, देन आई मीन व्हाट यू डूइंग इन फ्रांस, व्हाट इज़ योर वर्क और how much you earn or how much is expenses and how's the taxes?
Okay, I work in business consulting. For banks and insurances. That means I intervene in digital projects concerned by or affecting banks and insurances. For instance, if a bank is exchanging its software, I will intervene on him. If there is a digital project, I will intervene on him. Generally speaking, banks and insurances, they put out there like their request, and a lot of different companies will try to answer the request, and then they choose which company they work with. So I'm an external piece into banks and insurances and intervening on the digital projects.
It means you have a very good job.
No, I don't think that is a very good job. For me, yes, generally speaking, it is a very good job.
I mean,
but when you're educated, it's quite of a basic job. If basic job for business school
and
graduate.
By the way, how old are you?
I am 28.
28, quite young, so you have a time, future is in front of you.
Yes, but we live in the present, not in the future.
Okay.
That's my stance. I'm not like trying to brag, but we live in the present. We cannot live in the future.
Right.
We cannot live in the past. We cannot live in the future. We live in the present.
Right. तो भाई ये कंसल्टेंट हैं, मतलब ये बैंक्स के लिए काम करते हैं। तो how many hours is your duty?
By law, it's 8 hours a day and 5 days a week by law. But it's always depending, and it's very demanding since you're an external person and your company, my own consulting firm, is factoring or putting like invoices to the client, so we usually do more than 8 hours a day. Usually it's more 10 hours a day.
तो भाई इनका जो वर्किंग आवर्स हैं वो बेसिकली 8 hours हैं, 8 घंटे हर दिन। एंड हाउ मेनी डेज इन अ वीक?
5 days a week.
5 दिन हफ्ते में जो है ये काम करते हैं, लेकिन डिमांड के लिहाज से इनको काम ज़्यादा करना पड़ता है। दे आर पेइंग यू मोर देन व्हेन यू वर्क more than 8 hours, or
No,
it's the same?
It's the same because the invoices are for 8 hours a day. But your goal is to put your goal is to is to get the clients to pay. So we are not working. Yes, we are not working like in a hourly rate. We are working like for the aim of the mission of the clients.
Right. So it's the same pay. So it's a hourly paid or how it's?
It's no, we are paid monthly as consultant, but the company is my consulting firm is factoring for hourly like each day 8 hours, and every month they send the invoice to the client.
Okay. So and how much is per hour?
It's not per hour, it's more per day.
Per day.
They are factoring to the client depending on the profile of the consultant. It can go from 400 euros to 1,000 euros. But me as a youngster, I was more around 500 or 600 euros per day to the banks. Charged to the bank.
Okay, so if you are earning 500 per day, so
Not me, my consulting firm.
okay. No, I'm talking about you.
Me, I'm monthly paid by my consulting firm, and I'm earning 2,500 euros per month after tax.
ओके तो भाईजान ये 8 से 10 घंटे तकरीबन काम करते हैं और एक दिन छुट्टी होती है, तो 2 दिन छुट्टी होती है, 2 days ऑफ इन वीक, राइट?
Yes.
तो भाई 5 दिन में ये 5 दिन हफ्ते में तकरीबन 20 days ऑफ मंथ, यू वर्किंग 20 days ऑफ मंथ। महीने में 20 दिन ये काम करते हैं, 4 से 5 हज़ार ये कमाते हैं, लेकिन टैक्स देने के बाद इनको 2,500 जो है वो यूरो तक बचता है। तो अगर आप दुबई का हिसाब लगाएं तो इनकी सैलरी बनती है 6,200-300 दिरहम्स, विच इज़ लाइक 300 to 400,000 रुपीज़ इन पाकिस्तान। तो भाई ये वहाँ की सैलरी है कंसल्टेंट के लिए। हाउ मच द लेबरर्स, क्लीनर्स, डिश वॉशर्स, वेटर्स कैन अर्न देयर?
It depends.
Approximately.
Yes, generally speaking, I think waitress is different because you can, if you work in a nice place, you can get chips. If you have an international customers, you can earn chips. But for the other jobs, it's the minimum wage, and the minimum wage in France after tax is around 1,200 euros.
ओके आई वाज तो भाई ये कह रहे हैं कि 1000 से लेके 1200 यूरो तक जो है, जो छोटे मतलब क्लीनर हो गया या वेटर हो गया या ऐसी जॉब्स जो हैं, हेल्पर हो गया, 1000 से 1200 मतलब 1000 से 1200 यूरो जो है वो कमा सकते हैं। लास्ट मंथ मैं साइप्रस में था, वो भी इतनी ही सैलरी मैंने वहाँ भी सुनी है, तो मुझे तो कुछ ख़ास फ़र्क फिर नज़र ना आया साइप्रस का या पेरिस का। हाउ मच इज़ एक्सपेंस फॉर दोज पीपल फॉर अ मंथ, like accommodation and food?
It depends if you, especially.
Of course, they are living in a sharing, like one room, 4-5 people, and they're cooking at home.
Yes.
Just approximately how much is the expense of a month?
In France, you can. I think you can. It can be good because you can like find. It depends of your standard of living. I think it's a general.
Of course, if you have a salary 1,200, 1,000 euros, so what will be the standard of life? It's like a basic needs.
Yes, but for you to know, in France there is a lot of state helps, so you can find like rents with lower prices since you're earning a lower salary. You can get like allowances from the government to help you pay your rent.
When you have a low salary, so government is helping you.
Yes, the government is helping.
It depends.
Depends.
It depends if you have the rights.
First your introduction, please. What is your name?
My name is Surya.
Okay.
I am from Morocco, Maghreb, and I'm living in France. I'm working in France, and I'm living in the French Riviera.
Okay. And how long been you are in France?
Oh, since a long time, because my family, I have my mother there, she lives there, and I still have my father in Morocco, so I knew France since a long time. So.
Okay, so do you like to live there?
It depends, because there is a good environment, like you have the right to do a lot of things, you have a good medication, you have a good education
And
also.
good passport also.
A good passport, yeah, we have.
As
Yes.
a traveler, I can imagine, guys, it's very easy for you and it's very hard for me. I want to go to Israel from here. I want to go to Egypt, but I have a Egypt visa, but I cannot come back because my visa here is a single entry. So I really can imagine, guys, how strong is your passport and how easy is traveling for you.
It's like easy for us to travel. We don't know really what does it mean to it's hard to travel. Yes, you're right. Like, but it depends. Like, if I want to go to like now Palestine, I think I will be stopped like for 4 hours in borders. They will ask me about what I'm gonna do, and it's not like something we use to see or use to live. Because yes, you're right, we just know going inside the airport, past the borders and take your plane, and that's all. But the passport doesn't mean you have a good life in France also.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about for traveling.
Traveling where?
Traveling way, I mean, it's for me how wait for a visa, and for you guys it's very easy to move on, just get the ticket and go on. Last time you can change your plan.
Last time you can change. It's like just me now, because first I want to travel plane. Like, I booked 2 tickets for Tenerife in Spain. I didn't go there, so airport's still waiting for me. And after I decide to plan in Malta, but at least I come in Jordania. So
do you have any friend there from Pakistan, India, or
no one.
Sri Lanka?
No one. I don't know. No one.
No one.
No
Okay.
one. It's not usual to see people from
France.
It's a little bit different because I grew up in a poor area of France, in the suburbs of Paris. And the specificity of my city is that we received a lot of Sri Lankan people, Sri Lankan refugees, from all the massacre, all the crimes that happened there, and they really moved to my city. Like we have a huge hub of Sri Lankan people.
I mean refugees and immigrants.
Yes, in my city. And for instance, usually on the weekend they play cricket in the stadium, in the football stadium. We play cricket every weekend. And since they are very good students, I used to go in high school and middle school with a lot of Indian descent people.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I do my study in Paris. Was in my class like I think 2 people from Sri Lanka, but they grew up in France, so it's not the same. Real person from there, they are communitarists, so they stick together, they stay together, so it's not like usual to go with these people and met these people, and they are not looking like warmfully, hey, you can come, we will give you something, you will bring a tea, we will bring a tea for you, or this is not the same, you know.
I mean, not same like our culture.
Yes.
As a Muslim, we offer our.
We offer the welcomeness.
Hello,
we are welcomeness. We are like, even if you are a tourist, or we can speak with you like normally. It's something not weird for us to approach people and speak with them. Even if you just pass for one day, it will be okay if we knew something about you, just like, hey, how are you? How is your trip? And just kind of things. In France, it's not the same.
Do you know something about the refugees, which immigrants go there? How's their life? How they are struggling?
In France?
Yeah.
Hard, very hard. They stuck these people in some camps, and then let them like in winter, especially in Paris. Especially in Paris, they have nothing. They're just living in tents, middle of nothing, middle of trash, rats, roads also.
Yeah, I have an idea. I went to Cyprus and I visited a refugee camp, and I was really sorry about them.
Yes.
You know, guys, it was so sad.
You feel bad for them.
Yeah, really.
You just want to say them, don't come to France, don't come to Europe, because they don't want you. They don't want you people, so they don't want to help you. There is good people want to help them, but the government doesn't want to take care about them. They didn't want them in this country. They want just to let them out. So they let them dying. Really, it's the reality.
For me, I will precise what she said. I really agree about what she said. Like she said that if you think you're coming and it will be a beautiful life, don't come. It will be very hard. It will be a lot of struggle. I know a lot of you have difficulties to learn European languages, so it will be very difficult. But some people are going to help you. There are some charities trying their best, even without the help of the government, trying their best. And you will find also people from your ethnicity. There are a lot of solidarity amongst Sri Lankan people, Indian descent people. So you will find, especially if you come like in a city where I grew up, like they're really helping each other. They're really into helping each other. You will always find a grocery shop owned by someone of your community. You can work there without papers. You will find a way. There is always a way. Even if it's hard, you will find a way.
I'm not agree.
So if you're really struggling back home, try it all.
Actually, I want to tell you guys, you don't know what is the life of our countries for poor people. They risk their life to reach there on a legal or illegal way to have a good life, because they cannot earn that much in our own countries to support their family, to have a no, I'm not talking about the good life, very good life, so at least to support them to have enough education, food and basic needs.
But instead of immigrate, they should stand up for their country. This is not a good solution to come. And especially because I said that because I work for charity.
तो भाई इस वीडियो को यहीं ख़त्म करते हैं. दुआ में याद रखिएगा. अल्लाह हाफिज़. लव यू गाइस. बाय बाय.